Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shot of the Internet Personality of the Best Hair, and welcome to episode 113 of Live and Wired. Oh, one of those weeks. Joining, we have a thick a black daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just before we started, I was asking him some questions. He was just getting into it, and right as the second it clicked over to the show needs to start, I'm like, okay, I just hit the Live and Wired splash screen. There we go. So, yeah, what's up, Guatemala? Just representing Guatemala, which I've never been, but my fiance's mother has. So,
Did they have guacamole there?
I assume it's on Earth. Do they have guacamole in Antarctica?
They have penguins.
I know they got guac pops.
Ew, what? I hope that's not a thing. Please don't let that be a thing.
But what's the word I'm looking for here?
Is it
butt? Just saying hello to everyone. Hello Under the Veil. Hello Timothy Armstrong. Hello Random Video Circus. Anybody seen the new Halloween? Lol. Sadly, I have not seen it yet. I've heard it's divisive, which sounds to me like it's going to be a fun one. At least, interesting to talk about.
Final one.
Oh yeah. But Halloween ends, and everyone's going to be like, "It can't end like that." And it's like, well, since you asked for it, Hollywood begins again. Not Hollywood. Hollywood. Whatever.
Oh God, I forgot the lady's name.
The character or the lady?
The actor.
Shit. I was like, Laurie Strode, played by... Why are we having the same brain fart?
I don't know why Sigourney Weaver and then Demi Moore popped in my head. I was like, what? No, it's not Courtney Cox. Like, what the fuck? Why can't...
Oh, God. Well, I am bad at my job. You're not a movie reviewer. You're a game player. Why does Kratos have a British flag and Master Chief Brazilian flag? Well, that's because the console war is spreading to world territory now. There's
Jamie Lee Curtis
stuff that's been going on.
God damn.
Jamie Lee Curtis, yes. I was just thinking, like, all I could get was the damn Arnold Schwarzenegger meme from the True Lies, like the copy pasta, where he has to pretend to be attracted by her, and I'm like, what's her name?
All I could think was just like skinny 2x4 woman.
Yes, Mr. Six. I know the scene.
Funny thing is, that was the scene that was playing in my head.
Yeah,
but I couldn't remember her name.
Imagine you're Arnold Schwarzenegger. You could have any woman, and I have them on tap, and you have to sit here while everyone else is clapping like, "Wow, you still got it, baby!" And you have to pretend to actually be attracted by this.
No, I think her and Plankton from Ed, Edd n Eddy has the same body. Not Plankton, Plank.
God damn. I know you taste in women thick, round.
Yeah, man, I told you, just give me a Donkey Kong bear.
That's fair. That's fine. I'm not judging. I'm judging, but I don't have a problem with it. I am judging. If it's like a 2 out of 5, I love it. To me,
Shout out to the people who think I can't get laid because reasons like that. I don't know why. I don't know. It was some weird guy in my Discord. He's no longer there.
How am I doing tonight? That's not the best question to ask, but in terms of, like, I haven't seen the new Halloween, but I have seen the new Hellraiser. I'm trying to record the reaction review to that. That one I felt like...
I want to get shot to say I liked it.
I don't think so. It's like it had some parts I didn't care for. I feel like the characters could have been better, especially roommate who made tacos, and that's literally all she did. Like that's the one thing I can point at is that's her character trait. She made tacos once.
Taco lady number 3.
But yeah, that Yeah, me and Charlie were watching it, and we're getting to the one part they're all in the house, and I'm like, I'm getting my horror critic sense kicking in, like someone's going to die soon, and I'm looking at them all, and I'm like, well, Taco Lady's gonna go. She has absolutely nothing going for her. They established once an hour ago she made tacos. She's dead, and sure enough, she went right what I called it.
You know what? In a weird way, you can kind of pretend it's like a D&D game.
Kind of, but they changed a lot of the rules around how the puzzle box works, but they still worked with established plot elements of the previous Hellraiser movies, especially the first and second.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind that it kind of did that, because it's like it changed the rules, but it didn't.
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh, I know about that, Timothy. That was some news that caught me off guard. I think that was yes.
Oh yeah. That was like last night.
I think I found out about it. Yeah, I found out about it yesterday.
Yeah, found out about it last night. Saw it on Twitter, and I'm like, really? Damn.
I was like, people quit trolling. I was wondering what a Harry Potter tag was trending on my Twitter for a bit.
But how many timelines does Halloween have?
Doesn't it just like jump around to like?
Oh, that's what they're going to do. This Halloween ends this particular story, but the next one is going to be a direct sequel to the first that ignores all the rest.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. I was like, wasn't the fourth one like a sequel to the fifth one? And I feel like the sixth one, the sixth one was going to be like the prequel to the first one. And you're just like, wait, what?
Didn't enjoy the new Hellraiser that much. I feel like the new Pinhead was really underutilized.
Yeah.
They didn't seem all that important, and they didn't get that many scenes.
What's the budget on that movie?
They did a really good job with it. Like every time she was on screen, it was like, that's pretty awesome.
I like her presence, but it wasn't, for me, it wasn't as intimidating.
Like up until like the final climactic scene, I think they had like less than 2 minutes of screen time. Like in a 2-hour movie. Like until you get to the climax.
Underutilization should be illegal, I will say. That's not what I'm trying to do. Oh, I am messing up. Hold on.
Well, it's fine. The lights are still on in your house. And mine, coincidentally enough.
Is this bright? Like, is this bright?
Favorite Halloween. Ooh. I feel like the Curse of Michael Myers, just because it's got so much to dig into, like especially the original, the OG cuts, the unreleased version. Like that's just got so much. It's such a minefield there. I'm like, okay. This, in order to put this much effort into understanding this movie, I end up liking it.
Oh, you got the chance to see I'm about to say Thriller. Wait, Thriller 2? Wait.
Terrifier 2.
Terrifier 2.
And there's all that stuff people are saying, like, hey, that people are passing out. They're screaming and running from the theaters. They're vomiting. They cannot handle this movie. And I'm like, really? This is the fun horror one. Like the second, Terrifier 1 was a bit more on the holy shit side, and the All Hallows Eve really, like, dear God, in terms of disturbing fucking imagery. But I feel like Terrifier 2, it was definitely extreme. It was definitely up there. It definitely earned its not rated rating.
So you're saying I should watch it?
But I feel like it's still, like, it felt safe was the thing. I wasn't afraid, but also I was kind of confused in a lot of areas because it kind of bounced between real world, dream world thing at its part before it established that they were even in danger in the dream world. Therefore, I knew it was a dream, but I figured that meant they were fine. And it was like 15 minutes. And then at the end, it's like, by the way, she was in danger the whole time. I'm like, really? Well, the scene's over. Good thing she made it.
Oh, well, I might have to watch this at some point.
I just wasn't really scared was the thing. But we are hitting the 10-minute mark, which means it's time to break into the news. Break into the news. And the first order of business for this Live and Wired is the title card stuff, of course. So Chris Pratt is playing Chris Pratt in the Mario movie.
They took away his booty.
Oh, that too. They took away my boy.
His gorgeous round ass. They
Have
turned Mario
reviewed
into Chris
Life
Pratt.
It's Alien? I'm confused, New Doc. I'm confused by those 2 pounds that I thank you for. Life It's Alien.
Chris Pratt. I don't give a shit.
But yeah, Chris Pratt. Has anyone heard Chris Pratt's Mario? Because I have a little snippet of the Mario movie trailer, enough to show that hopefully Nintendo won't get upset and start copyright striking me. But it's just the parts where Chris Pratt talks as Mario. So, for all interested, I give you Chris Pratt as Mario.
What is this place? Mushroom Kingdom, here we come!
Those are the only lines he said in the trailer. So Mario doesn't know about what the Mushroom Kingdom is. He's very confused by it.
Just no. You know.
So Life is an Alien film where Ryan Reynolds. Well, dang.
Chris Pratt's Jumpman. No.
Well, I'm more concerned about the fact that it seems like it's going to be a Mario is from somewhere else kind of story thing, like where he's just very confused by this whole Mushroom Kingdom thing. But yeah, well, that's another thing. Doesn't sound very Italian. And also the voice actor for Mario, who's done it for like every Mario game since the N64, he's still around, still voicing Mario for Nintendo.
Yeah, there was no wah, no hoo-hoo, there was none of that.
Yeah.
None of that.
A Brooklyn accent, Super Mario Super Show style. But yeah, it's, they just I wouldn't imagine that Chris Pratt they got for a cheaper price than the actual Mario voice.
I'm sorry, I'm imagining Mario with like a New York accent.
Yeah, Bob Hoskins Mario. Bob Hoskins.
Yeah, I came here looking for the Goomba. Like, I don't know. What does New York sound like again?
I don't know if the guys from the Super Show are still around. If they are, I really hope that they're somewhere in the movie. Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario.
No, they're old. I'm pretty sure every time they move, they sound like Snap Crackle Pop.
No Bob Hoskins or John Leguizamo. I heard John Leguizamo was kind of upset they didn't have any kind of representation going on in the new Mario movie.
Maybe he's Luigi.
Yes, Domino's. Yes, customer satisfaction, sir. I ate your pizza. Isn't that good enough for you? I went there. I gave you money. I took your pizza and I ate it. Now, please let me work.
who are father and son and brothers?
Wait, what?
I don't know. It's like some next level Alabama stuff.
Super Mario Brothers had a British Italian and Colombian Italian, or father and son. And that was a thing in the original Super Mario Brothers movie where it established Mario. They were the Mario brothers. It was Luigi Mario and Mario Mario.
This is hurt. And Jack Black is, of course, Bowser.
But in terms of talking about voice actors, Jack Black was a great Bowser.
No, definitely. I love his presence in the movie. The way they introduced Bowser. So yeah, of course you've seen the trailer. I actually liked it. I like how the way Bowser's represented. Got a good voice.
I forgot that Jack Black was playing Bowser when I was first watching it. And I was like, oh, that's a pretty kick-ass Bowser voice there. That's pretty nice.
You can kind of hear him.
Yeah, if you're listening, like what he's like screaming, "Who's going to stop me?" The little Jack Black does come through there, but mostly it sounds like Bowser, which is impressive.
So like he came through. So I'm wondering like who Did they ever say who was going to voice Luigi?
I can't remember. But I did want to point out that there's a little thing going on right now. Speaking of voice actors, you know the voice actress for Bayonetta?
The I can't think of her name. Yes.
Yes, well, they got a new voice actress for Bayonetta in Bayonetta 3, and the reason they did it is because the original voice actress did not accept their final offer for what they were going to pay her. Which for the entire game would have been $4,000. Flat rate. So she's right now like spreading a video around the internet, straight up asking people to boycott the game, and like if you want to spend $60, go donate it to a charity.
Oh wait, is that what that was about?
Yeah,
I saw that somewhere.
She's like, those motherfuckers were going to pay me $4,000, so I said no, and that wasn't good enough for them, and they hired someone else, and then they did. So I'm asking you guys, please boycott this shit. So I was like, damn,
they've been treating a lot of voice actors bad from what I'm been randomly seeing on the net.
Oh yeah.
Like both like like video game, anime, cartoons, like they're.
It does remind me. In Borderlands 3, there was a new voice actor for Claptrap, because the voice actor for Claptrap in Borderlands 1 and 2 was just a guy who worked at the office, and for Borderlands 3, he asked to actually get paid this time, so they got someone else.
I mean, did they pay him? Or they just got someone else for free.
I assume they got someone else for less than they were asking, because they were like, hey, I am the voice of Claptrap. That comes with a premium. This is what you should pay me. And they were like, no. Let's just get someone else. Fuck it. Pay them less. It's good enough. No one's going to care. And to be honest, most of the people don't care. Like, people are listening to what Bayonetta voice actress is saying, and they're like, yeah, but it's not fair to the rest of the team if I boycott it. And it's like, come on, guys, it's very easy to boycott a piece of entertainment. Incredibly. There's so much entertainment everywhere. If someone does something you don't like, it's very easy to just not consume that.
True.
Incredibly easy.
You think people are going to have brain power to be about that?
I mean, I was looking forward to Bayonetta 3 as well. But I'm going to wait for the dust to settle before anything, and I've got plenty of other things to play.
Well, I played a game recently that I thought you might like, Scorn.
David Ending's voice of Claptrap didn't return for 3 was because of Randy Pitchford, how abusive he was and scummy. I think that goes into the whole not paying him thing.
I mean, I'd be kind of grumpy too if I wasn't, getting paid. For especially, people go to school for these things. They spend.
Well, we have heard a bit of Chris Pratt's performance now. Like, I wasn't thinking great things about Jack Black as Bowser until I heard Jack Black as Bowser, and now I'm like, actually, yes, that was pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, Chris Pratt was getting hate before the trailer.
Yeah, right? I mean, he's Chris Pratt. He's Chris Pratt.
He's more than that guy from crap. What's the name of the Marvel movie that I forgot about?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that one.
But he's been in a lot of things. A lot of things.
Oh god, no, not Kratos versus Bayonetta.
Kratos versus Bayonetta.
Okay,
is this like the Duke Nukem versus Lara Croft thing?
What the fuck? I don't know why that popped in. Duke Nukem versus Lara Croft? Isn't Duke Nukem technically just a regular buff guy? Lara Croft has got agile. Okay, which Lara Croft are we talking about here? Are we talking about old school square titty?
We're gonna take Duke Nukem Forever Duke Nukem versus the new Lara who gets the crap kicked out of her and cries a lot.
No. No. Why not just Duke Nukem versus Serious Sam there?
Jack Black's voice great in video games. Oh yeah, gotta love. Even though he played Jack Black in Brutal Legend. It was a role he was born to play, but he did a great job there. But yeah, it is time for the poll. The poll, yes, the poll. Very important thing. So, what video game to movie adaptation might Hollywood call up Chris Pratt for next?
Brooklyn.
Oh crap! I gotta fill the dang thing. I didn't get this done ahead of time. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Okay, create, post. We're going to create a text poll, and I'm going to copy and paste the things I wrote down ahead of time. Okay. So, let's see. Banners. I gotta copy this. No, show. No, okay. There we go. I'm a professional.
Wait.
There we go.
Think about the Chris Pratt thing, but it'll be all right.
So, here we go. What video game to movie adaptation might Hollywood call up Chris Pratt for next? So, we have the option of Chris Pratt is Arthur Morgan for the Red Dead movie. We have Chris Pratt is Ezio Auditore di Firenze from the Assassin's Creed movie. Chris Pratt could always be Sheol Gorath from the Elder Scrolls movie. Chris Pratt could play a mean Kratos from the God of War movie. And finally, they could just get Chris Pratt as Bayonetta.
Oh god, I'm just imagining his head on all these various bodies.
The poll is on the channel community page starting now. I will be sharing the link out momentarily. Okay, here we go. I am a professional. Yes. There it is. And now we can move on to the next bit of news. People are wondering, why is Master Chief waving a Brazilian flag and why is Kratos waving a UK flag? So the console wars have gotten serious.
They're claiming territories.
It's what we have covered on Live and Wired for a while, as it is the acquisition that never ends. Microsoft is still buying Activision Blizzard King. That's still going on, but it's being dragged out as long as possible, and you got all of the world regulators chiming in because it is kind of a big deal. It is like the largest computer-based kind of acquisition, probably. I don't know. Now, Brazil responded to Sony's concerns, saying, "Hey, this isn't good. It's not fair. It's going to stifle things and be bad for the consumers and stuff." And Brazil took one look at it and said, "Actually, consumers will be fine. You're going to be fucked, and you can be fucked. The consumers will be fine." But UK had a very different take on it, saying that if Sony is fucked, then the consumers are through them fucked. And that's not right. We should not just allow that to go. And Microsoft responded and said, Sony is the largest console space. Like, they are at the top there, like the biggest share of the console market right there. Boom, Sony, followed by Nintendo, followed by us down there. Even if the entire Call of Duty base of Sony just left Sony completely and all came to us 100%, removed and added, boom, we'd still be in third. Still be in third.
Yeah.
And the UK was there like, yeah, but eventually it might grow you. No.
I don't know. Sony's pretty big.
But it's like the specific.
I think people are just looking that Microsoft didn't they buy Activision Blizzard for like 65, 70 billion?
I miss Sega. I was just talking to Charlie about some of the shady shit that Sony was pulling back with the Dreamcast when the PlayStation 2 was launching, because they pulled a little shady shit then too. And there's a reason why momentum just completely fucking stopped with the Dreamcast. It effectively didn't exist anymore. In the eyes of most consumers, there was no such thing as a Dreamcast.
I blame Microsoft.
Well,
don't ask how. I just do.
Well, they put Windows in the Dreamcast. Oh my God,
Wasn't it Windows CE?
Yeah, Windows CE.
Well, I'm surprised I remember that.
Yeah, so Sony is pretty dang worried about that Activision acquisition, which, yeah, I understand, because that's a big damn one. Sony has been paying a little bit here and there. How late are you? 25 minutes. 25 minutes. So we're almost halfway to the point. Talked about the movie stuff already. Now we're talking about the same acquisition we have for the last few months.
What they scared they're gonna lose consumer base? Like, I don't.
Well, it's like Sony has been paying a little bit here and there for a little bit more and a little bit more. It's like you get just a slight bit more with the Sony version of something. Like you buy you buy the PlayStation version of Call of Duty, you have a couple more loadout slots. You get to play it a week earlier. You get a map a month earlier than it happens to arrive on Xbox. Now, if you're a big Call of Duty fan, what fucking version are you getting?
Oh yeah, remember when they're having like console exclusive DLC?
Yeah. Now Xbox was doing that same shit with the 360 era. It was when the PlayStation 4 era kicked around. That's when Sony started doing that with Call of Duty. Sony also has like a deal with the new Hogwarts Legacy. There's an exclusive quest only on PlayStation. And Sony doesn't have to buy the entire game in the entire studio. They just get just enough over here, just enough over there, and they have just enough exclusive stuff where it's like, well, get the PlayStation version. So now Microsoft is there like, okay, fine, bring in the other trillion. We bought the whole fucking company. So it's interesting. I feel like my preferred outcome to this whole thing is Microsoft does acquire Activision Blizzard, and then Sony puts out their own like Call of Duty competitor that is straight up competitive, so that Call of Duty has something to maybe actually get better from.
But isn't it still coming out on Sony consoles? Like,
it's just there's another thing with the wording of the UK one where there's like saying the various things that Sony wouldn't be able to do if Microsoft owned it, and they could just deny their ability to do this, that, and it's like deny.
They had plans.
They could deny them getting it on the system. They could deny doing this, that. One of the things they listed was denying Sony being able to force parity to make sure that they don't fully utilize the Xbox hardware to make the version on Xbox look any better.
It sounds like they had plans, and when Microsoft
it sounds like they've been doing some stuff that people have been called crazy for saying that that's what they've been doing, but. It's like,
people would notice that. Yeah, we would have noticed that.
It was always kind of funny that the series consoles were on paper, clearly more powerful than the PlayStation 5, but then in practice, things just seem to be about even. Ish. It's like that now that appears in the writing on the
limited
UK
to like
one.
30 frames. Like, yeah, you can go to 4K, but only 30 frames per second now.
But yeah, I mean, I got my Xbox in there. I got my PlayStation in there. I got my computer in here. I got my Switch in there. I find the console wars funny, but I do like some good competition. So I would like to see Microsoft acquire Activision so that Sony makes a better first-person shooter than Call of Duty. Because let's face it, Call of Duty isn't the best anything can be. There's room for improvement.
You said that. That made me think of Killzone, how it came and went.
Well, Killzone 2 wasn't bad. Killzone 1 was, but Killzone 2 wasn't bad.
I remember the little CG trailer they had at E3, 2006?
Yes, the new Call of Duty is... the Modern Warfare 2 is going to be doing the same kind of thing where you need a phone number for your account to play online. And it can't be a prepaid one, which means I can't fucking play online. I'm too poor to play an Activision Blizzard game.
Well, I mean, I think that's just Activision Blizzard, like in general.
Yeah, but fucking come on, man.
If they're under them, then yeah, you need a phone to play some of their games. I haven't heard about that for World of Warcraft yet, but give it time.
But yeah, it is. Oof. Time flies when you're ranting about the same fucking acquisition you've been ranting
about
for a couple of months.
About that. I just sat here awkwardly.
I'm sorry.
I'm just like, okay. Hey,
you got 3 seconds. Got anything to say? Moving on. So, Okay.
This guy. See this guy? Remember that.
People say I'm very rude on my show, and they are right. I need to fix that. I need to improve. We got to have like we're gonna have a special episode, Thick Black Daddy Hour.
For some weird reason, Timothy, I did. I don't know if you heard about that, Decker. Someone cracked the code, some code in Overwatch and got a hold of their characters, and like, well, time to make some lewds.
Oh yeah, they tried to block the ability of people to do that. They added some kind of protection, and the condom broke. Speaking of porn, Adriana Chechik. Some of you know her from Twitch. Most of you probably know her from a certain other hub. She's not going to be on either for a bit now because she went to TwitchCon. They had a little foam pit that was effectively...
Emphasis on little.
You know how the Roadrunner paints the tunnel on the cliff wall to have the coyote run into it? That was the foam pits. It wasn't a pit. It was some foam blocks on top of a concrete floor.
Yeah, it was about this deep.
Yeah, Adriana jumped into the foam pit in like the victory jump after winning the little contest they had of knocking each other off these platforms onto the foam pits, and shattered her spine, broke it in 2 different spots, and suffered nerve damage. She got rods in her spine now. And it's been some time since TwitchCon, and last word we got is there's absolutely no public statement from Twitch, who ran the con, no public statement from Lenovo, who ran the booth, and neither, according to Adriana, they haven't even reached out to her in private.
Yeah, no, they're trying to act like nothing happened. In fact, I remember watching the video.
They kept using the booth for the rest of the day. They had a contest with people pushing each other off the dang fucking platforms.
I remember watching the video. I remember listening. Some guy was just all like, "Oh no, she's okay." She's all like, she's yelling like, "I can't get up."
Yeah.
And people were trying to say that she's okay. She's clearly not okay if she's yelling, "Hey, I can't get up."
Yes.
I broke my ass in 2 places. Okay, not that. But yeah.
Spinal.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I'm almost a Kingdom Hearts character. Killer Instinct character.
Oh, but yeah. Yeah, actually, Mr. Six, she says the nerve damage was for her bladder control, which really, really sucks. That's exactly how she described this, how it was going to affect her on her Twitter. That's the thing, Scotty boy. A lot of people are saying that she can't sue because there's a waiver, but the thing is, it was also gross negligence. It was not up to code. Like, even with a waiver, there's still a lot of room.
Yeah, there's
here.
a lot of
also,
like safety stuff that
they
didn't
kept running the booth. Also, people have been injured in this pit before, like in previous years, and they never fixed the problem. They just keep pretending like there isn't one.
Oh, mind you, she wasn't the only one that got injured from that foam pit. You know, there was other people. You can see Twitch is really trying to keep quiet on this, but there were other people who got hurt from jumping into that pit because they thought it was deeper than what it was, a more soft protector, whatever, and it ain't.
Yeah. Though there's also the argument going on, like, is Adriana a Twitch streamer or is she a porn star? And the answer is both.
She's a
but it was
star.
This funny little story because Charlie and I kind of found Adriana streaming on Twitch just one day, saw her, clicked on her, and she was entertaining and fun, and we were like, okay, cool, we could watch her, and what have you. And like, we kept watching her. She started talking about how, she does other things. It became obvious that she's also in porn, and it's like, okay, whatever. And then I'm looking, and I'm like, I remember that face. I know I've seen that before. Usually it's got some more stuff on it, but
oh, that's bad. I recognize that areola. Wait a minute, what? That's terrible. I don't know anything
she's
about
not the only porn star on Twitch, not the only one. Yeah, she is a legit. She played the hell out of Elden Ring. Like, oh no, she
No,
way
she's stronger than I am.
way higher than Cam Girl territory. Way higher, like straight up, like.
No, she actually does play games. Oddly enough, I don't think she tries to show off her breast.
She is a gamer and she is a cockrider. Like, God bless her.
Your words,
she
not
is
mine.
absolutely professional in everything she does.
Professional cockrider.
Yes.
Okay.
No. Can't say I'm too surprised, but I am disappointed.
Yeah, that just goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, other people got injured in that foam pit, and you're not going to hear nothing about it.
Yeah, but Adriana's kind of a big name in a lot of circles.
Yeah, most of the other people that got hurt are smaller streamers, but yeah, she was definitely like one of the big ones. And I don't know. Oh my god.
Yeah. Sorry. Though, yeah, that is one silver lining. Twitch has figured out a way that they can increase visible diversity in terms of able-bodiedness in their top streamers. Just put a few more of them in wheelchairs.
That's one way to get views? I mean, I wouldn't do that. I got enough back problems.
May I suggest Eyes in the Sky? A very nice one. That was before she had the work done on her chest, though. Anyway.
Look, Activision, Blizzard, and another sexual lawsuit thingy is thought to be like peanut butter and jelly now. That's probably why you don't hear it blowing up in the news, because it's happened again and again and again. They shooting themselves in the way.
I don't even think that they had foam mats. Like, they just had the foam squares, like the like not even very well supportive foam squares.
They just had enough of those foam squares to cover up the floor. They was like, oh well, we can't see the floor. It's good. And,
it's like from a wide view, it looks impressive, but it was incredibly shallow. It was just straight concrete floor.
What are you asking? The favorite porn star? I don't know why that's funny.
Wait, what?
Someone asked, favorite porn star? I'm like, what? I don't know.
Adriana's spine was crushed.
Like she I don't think she's gonna be doing that for a while. You know that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Them discs in her back are gone. Like her just crunch.
Shallow like Twitch.
There was nothing. There was nothing there. Just hope they don't care about safety.
Running like if someone goes on a roller coaster and they come out the other end and they don't have a head anymore, they don't just say, "Oh well, nothing to see here," and then keep running people on the roller coaster while taking no steps to address the decapitation problem. Like, that's not how it works.
I'm also like kind of confused. Like, there's a extended video that I only saw on what's Reddit. There we go. I was about to say, what's Reddit called? As they were like pulling her, as they were pulling her out, there was like other people who was like looking at her like, "Oh, I hope that doesn't happen to me," and they would go. The next two people. I mean, it took a while, if I remember correctly, but they just like kept going, even after watching her crack her back, and she couldn't even walk. Before the video cut out, you could clearly see like she couldn't walk. They laid her out for a bit, and as I said, they kept it going. And I'm like, I know people saw this.
I'm more of a connoisseur than a director.
Are you saying that me and Shannon should do a video?
Of course, I said grand opening, grand closing. Oh, jeez. Wait, is there going to be a Hatchet 5? Well, it's time for the next piece of news.
Yeah, I need to look her up.
Next piece of news. Now, this one is just something I wanted to talk about personally. Scorn
God damn, that
has
actually
finally
really came
released. It actually released early. It was supposed to release on the 21st, but then they surprised us all, said it's going to be the 14th. Yesterday, Scorn finally, after like 7 years in development, has finally been released. And people are like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's a puzzle game.
Yeah, it's a puzzle game.
I want to play it because of the visuals, but I'm not smart enough for this.
Well, do you enjoy games like Myst?
I'm not smart enough for Myst.
Neither am I, but Scorn isn't quite that hard.
Especially,
but it's a
Myst
similar
is hard.
feeling where it's like you have this amazing world and you're just kind of wandering around in it and you're trying to piece things together.
I bet his name would be Decker the Pecker. I'm sorry, I just...
Now, what is it supposed to? What's it supposed to be? Like the street you grew up in, your first pet name, your grandmother's maiden name, and your bank account routing number.
I'm sorry, one of those things is not like the others. One of those
I'd say Scorn was pretty good. Don't understand the 7 years, but I feel this is Death Stranding 2. Normies and more brainless players say it's media push and bought it with the wrong... Saw it's media push and bought it with the wrong mindset. Yeah, fortunately it's on Game Pass, so you can just try it.
I saw something like that, because I think most people were just expecting like a run and gun with a mechanical, gory thing.
Yeah, I saw this article posted from Screen Rant that was literally titled... posted earlier this year, Scorn gameplay trailer is the most violent FPS since Doom Eternal. That is not Scorn. That ain't Scorn.
Yeah.
My problem is I haven't gotten to the actual, big gunplay parts yet, which people tell me suck ass. But people also tell me that the puzzles suck ass, and I've been enjoying it. I like wandering around, wondering what the fuck I'm doing, and then finding the thing and being like, uh-huh. I enjoy the feeling of that. And to wander around this nightmarish hellscape to do that is I'm really enjoying it. I understand it's not for everyone, but I do enjoy it.
It's definitely pleasing on the eyes. If you like that kind of stuff. It kind of makes me think of...
Gotta wait a moment to take aim. That's kind of like in the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake. If you just shoot as soon as you point at someone, you're not gonna... The head's not got a 1 in 20 chance to explode, whereas if you wait until the circle goes to a little dot, you have a 1 in 5 chance.
Something about it makes me think of Warhammer a little bit for some reason. I think it's also because I'm fresh off their recent beta.
I was also playing it on my Twitch.
On your Twitch?
Yeah, I actually fired up Twitch for the first time in 3 months.
Oh, for some weird reason, I thought you meant to say Switch. I was like, wait, did I hear that correctly?
And I was like, damn you, Twitch, for breaking Adriana's back. Also, I'm going to give you some business. You see, those are the harder things to boycott, unlike Bayonetta 3.
That's it. Is that the other silver lining?
Breaking backs?
No, the extra traffic you get. Oh, wait, the extra traffic you get from breaking your back.
Well, she's going to get some views early on, but if she can't, do the stretches and the squats quite right. You know how things are for a Twitch streamer, lady.
I'll just duct tape her boobs up. She'll be all right. You know what's funny?
Actually, Adriana bans you if you do lewd clips of her. She takes her gaming very seriously.
I don't think I ever beat Miss, but I did beat... Riven. I did.
I played the hell out of Riven. I did not beat that.
And the only reason I beat Riven is because I just kept repeatedly getting lucky.
I believe it because I can't think of any other way because I could not figure out a single fucking thing. I was younger then and dumber then, but God damn those puzzles in Riven.
I just remember. I just like the visuals. I'm a sucker for visuals. You know, at the time, I think I was coming off of like the Dreamcast. You know how the Dreamcast graphics was, and but you know, Riven used the what was it? What would you call it? CGI background.
Oh yeah,
the
Riven, like the original Myst, was pre-rendered.
Yeah, there we go. Pre-rendered. That's what I was looking for.
You just kind of say go that way, and then it just kind of loads the next and kind of fades.
Next screenshot. It's just next pre-rendered background.
See, that's another reason why I love Game Pass, because like Carrion was like $20, which I also think is a bit much for Carrion being that short. It's considered a much better game, but I'm very happy that I played through it on Game Pass. Can't say I got it, so you can take it away.
That reminds me, is this Sony PlayStation still doing that thing? I never hear about it. That thing that's similar to Game Pass.
PlayStation Now got rolled into PlayStation Plus to try and it's the same thing, but they're trying to make it so effectively it's considered more versions of PlayStation Plus, because everyone's subscribed to PlayStation Plus. Fucking nobody was subscribed to PlayStation Now. So now PlayStation Now is a rank of PlayStation Plus. It's a higher rank.
Oh.
So you have the PlayStation Plus Essential is what it is right now. And then you get unleaded, high octane, and like premium.
I don't know when's the last time I bought like a game. When's the last time I bought like a hard copy of a game? It was something somebody saw. I rarely buy video games at this point. I was like, for some reason that made me think. Like,
I stopped buying physical copies a long time ago just because it's like
everything's digital.
Well, you got to install it anyways. It's going to take up hard drive space. I'm like, fuck going for the disc. Also, like, I liked the manual, the map, like all the stuff that came with it. Now it's just a case and a disc. It's depressing.
No, some of them are not even discs anymore. It's just a case and a code.
Oh, that's on the not Dreamcast, the Switch.
Oh, you don't even get like little cards, like little SD cards or something?
Oh, there's the ones that have the little note on the front that they just straight up tell you. I was like, hey, no game card included. And it's just a code inside, and you put it in, and there you go. Download this shit.
Sadness. But I'll stick to my Game Pass. I like it better somehow, even though I like barely use it.
All the Yakuza games digitally on Series X, not bad. A lot of them are on Game Pass, but then they took a bunch off, but then they put them back on. Like, are they back on like all of them, or are some of them still missing? Because they had like all of them on Game Pass, and then they took a bunch off, and I know they added some back, and now I'm trying to remember. Is like, were they gone for like a week or what? Like, what happened there? That's the problem with the subscription services and such.
They can take games in and out without any kind of warning.
Yeah. But it's like when it comes to the physical copies, I don't feel like I'm guaranteed to be able to play them later anyway, because so many of the things require the internet just no matter what. But, you know, if there's anything Unus Annus taught me, it's to enjoy my life as I'm living it. Nothing's forever.
That means that.
Memento Mori.
Wait, I feel like I should know what that is.
Remember death.
Oh, never mind. I don't feel special no more. Random thing. If you're expecting to get scared, do not watch the movie Nope. I like it, but for completely different reasons.
That's fair. I didn't see Nope.
It's not a scary movie, that's all.
I mean, I didn't think Terrifier 2 was scary. One thing I forgot to mention in my reaction review, there was a part that frustrated me in the theater because it was like it was slowly building to some kind of suspenseful stuff. And then they had a totally unrelated jump scare happen. And I was thinking, like, why did you do that? That's a thing horror movies do when they think there hasn't been enough scary stuff recently and you have to do something scary or the audience will forget that they're watching a horror movie, but it was in the middle of building some suspense, and it just broke that.
I
It was
don't
like,
mind tension. I think that's what I miss. I miss good tension.
what's this? What's that? What's going on? Ah, random kids! Well, what's this again?
Hellraiser, well, as we said earlier, it was lacking Hellraiser itself. Probably had like a total screen time of what, like 10, okay, I'm binging 10, 15 minutes.
I ended up liking the main character more than I thought I was going to. Mainly because it didn't try and tell me that, you know what, she's an abhorrent cunt, but actually is, like, good for that. Or, oh, well, now she learned her lesson and this and that. I was like, no, that's not what the story was. And I respect it for that.
Fair enough.
I mean, she might have gone right back into doing drugs and drinking booze like as soon as the credits rolled. And honestly, I wouldn't blame her after that shit.
Nope was pretty all right. Yeah, I agree. I do like the concept of a UFO that we all seen like from the older time, like from the 90s, 50s, or whatever. You see that, dish-shaped thingy in the sky, and it turns out the UFO itself is actually a giant organic being that just goes around and eats people.
Isn't that the plot of Prey? Like on Xbox 360?
I don't know. I remember the game, but I didn't play it.
There's a big UFO shows up, and it's made of organic matter, and it's like eating people on Earth.
I don't remember. I didn't play that game.
God damn it. But we got the results for the poll. 286 votes. Pretty clear differentiation between the top two and the bottom three. Coming in with 5% comes Chris Pratt as Sheol Gorath from the Elder Scrolls movie. Tied at 8%, this bar is looking slightly lower, is Chris Pratt as Ezio Auditore da Firenze from the Assassin's Creed movie. Slightly higher is Chris Pratt as Kratos from the God of War movie. Both of those ranked 8%. Now, second place with 30% comes Chris Pratt as Arthur Morgan for a Red Dead movie, which means at 48%, Hollywood definitely needs to call up Chris Pratt to be Bayonetta.
I don't think of Chris Pratt in heels and BDSM skin. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. God, get out of my head! Fuck!
So we got a couple of super chats I should mention. As soon as I can figure out. Oh, wait a minute. Did that? Yes. Okay. All right. Baton Z dropped $5 saying, since you did a review of the live-action Cutie Honey, would you ever do a review of the live-action Keiko Kamen? Keiko Kamen. Keiko Kamen. Now I got to look up Keiko Kamen. Yes, that's the law.
Help, I'm still thinking of Chris Pratt in heels.
Oh, hi. That's the special beam cannon coming out of the booty hole. What
I'm disgusted yet curious.
Those are the nipplies out. How could I do this on today's YouTube?
Should I Google that?
Maybe.
I'm scared. What was it called?
Keiko Kamen.
Okay, let's see what this is about. Okay, whoa, wrong page. Let's see.
That. I mean, Cutie Honey isn't nearly this.
All right, let's go to images. Oh, that don't seem so bad. Oh, I am a terrible liar. Oh, well, I mean, for some reason, I went to Google Images and it get me away from this. It started off innocently and wow.
It's very much like Cutie Honey, you say. I remember honey, wearing slightly more. The smiley faces don't work on YouTube anymore. They got their rules are always changing. It's like it's fine if it's censored. If it's censored, it's effectively the same as completely naked. Completely naked is actually fine. No, it's not. You can't even mention it. Ugh. Oh Jesus. Ugh. So that's why anymore, if there's nudity in a shot in a review, I'll crop around it. It's like it's technically not covered, it's just not in frame.
I forgot I had that page open. Go away. Damn, I forgot about it that damn quick.
Very good idea, Fury161. Especially the ones that are animated with those annoying sound effects. Like just that would be an interesting one to edit together, but I feel like I could enjoy the challenge. The subscribe bar just going.
Help. Oh yeah, someone did point it out that we have the same background. It's like a last decision thing, or we might be actually in the same spot at the same time. Who knows?
Oh, Polecat324 being investigated for being a child predator after a Discord call was leaked. Oh, boy.
I am not Googling Chris Pratt in heels. No. I'd rather see Jack Black in heels.
I think I could find that for you.
You stop that right there.
Dang it.
No.
Oh.
Scared again.
Well, the dolls always work. Dolls. Everyone loves the dolls.
Like Barbie dolls? We're talking about Barbie dolls, right?
Yes, especially when you rip their head off and get the ketchup bottle and get a little hacksaw.
A little. She does. It's just a mask. She's not naked. She has a mask on. It's like, yeah, about that.
Sega and Hollywood making a movie based on the Yakuza games. The Yakuza games have actually been renamed in Japan to Like a Dragon.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
There was, Yakuza Like a Dragon, but then let's see.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Interesting thing when I was looking at it, because I was like, "What's all this about?" So I'm trying to. Where's the?
Oh, I know Jack Black will rock those heels. That's why I said it.
Dang it. Where? Because the Japanese name didn't actually change. It's just the American name for the franchise was Yakuza. And after Like a Dragon, they changed after Yakuza Like a Dragon, Yakuza 7, they go to Like a Dragon 8.
Wait, what about the other?
Where's the Japanese names? Why is it? Ryuga Gotoku Kenzan.
What does the real Yakuza think of those games anyway? They probably think, that's bullshit. We will never do that.
So where the hell are the damn Japanese names for? Dang it, Wikipedia! What have you done to me?
Wait, what about the Judgment? Those Judgment? I could have sworn there was another one that just had like single title names, but they're clearly related to Yakuza. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Fist of the North Star. Wait, didn't they have a Dynasty Warriors like game? I feel like they did. Oh yeah, did we talk about the terrible launch of Overwatch 2?
Oh, we haven't spoken about that yet, actually.
How they had that massive DDoS attack on day one.
Well, I just know that I was given Overwatch, so I had the paid copy of Overwatch 1, which can't do anymore because they just replaced it with Overwatch 2. But Overwatch 2 is they're like, hey, need your phone number. Also, you a broke bitch with a prepaid phone. That phone number ain't good enough. I was like, well then.
What the hell do I got then? That's
luck?
Yeah, because I'm kind of in that same boat, so I'm not sure why my phone number went through. But yeah, I found a funny thing with that. So whoever decided to crash Overwatch servers only did it here in America. So if you just say pull up the little launcher, switch it to Asia or Europe, you'll get in. I mean, granted, for the most part, at the time you go from having 30,000 people ahead of you to maybe like a couple of hundred, but it worked. You can actually log in. That was the whole main point. And for some weird reason, despite
Well,
choosing Europe or Asia, they will
from what
still
I
put you in
saw,
America.
the phone requirement was specifically if you play it on console and you also had the specific Blizzard account linked to the console for at least a year that was specifically needed to play crossplay,
Boo.
which I didn't.
Just boo.
So you still need the phone number for the most part. The articles written about it said that they removed most of the phone requirements, but objectively looking at the percentage of requirements removed, most of the phone requirements are still there.
I just go and assume they hate me. Single player games. Hey, give it time.
Yeah, that's old players can play without a phone if they have a BattleNet pass. Yes.
Give it time.
But it has to be at least a year old, and you have to have done that like over a year ago. Otherwise,
I could have sworn they had like single player games that still needed to be connected online for some weird reason.
Oh, John Washburn, we're right at the end of the show, actually. We should be wrapping things up and saying what we're doing and such.
Well, I didn't break my back in 2 places.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Oh yeah. I guess I got a full-time job now, so things are hard for me to stream, sadly. And I know the last time I was here, I was talking about putting a small script together for just doing like what I was going to call it, like little thickles.
Yeah.
For little game reviews, but now that I have a full-time job, that is incredibly difficult to do, which is also funny because lucky enough you just so happen to do this on my day off, because I was supposed to be off yesterday and I was going to work 10 to 10 today.
Oh, fun.
But for some weird reason they swapped it, so I'm off today and had to work that 12-hour shift yesterday. So talk about luck.
Kroger. Yeah.
And then I still need to give Under the Veil a piggyback ride somehow. Your back was never broken. Well, girl, if you came hang out with me. Oh, wait, I'm gonna stop right there. So yeah, how you doing, man?
Well, you see, in that job, they try to make sure that the people are, relatively safe. Enough rope to secure them. Anyway.
Yeah, that.
Eddie heard what won the poll today was Chris Pratt being contacted by Hollywood to play the voice of Bayonetta.
I just see Chris Pratt head on Bayonetta's body. Stop.
But yeah, what have I been working on? I finally streamed the Twitch channel for the first time in a long time yesterday, played 2 hours of Scorn. I watched Hellraiser. I got to do the reaction review. That should be up tomorrow. Then, of course, there is my next Asylum movie review, Halloween Night. And, of course, I am going to be doing a reaction review to Halloween Ends.
Oh, Dark Tide. Oh, that game looks so gorgeous.
That's against the terms of service. Or maybe that would actually work. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with YouTube. Like, hey, show my stuff to people, please.
I have not played Fireteam Elite, sadly.
Oh, Dark Tide's in beta testing? I haven't seen any of that footage. I saw the vertical slice stuff from months ago, but I know that's not indicative of exactly how the game actually plays.
I just think of Vermintide.
Well, I figured that, but with guns.
Yeah,
in
and also
space.
you can still sign up for it. If you just go to the Steam page,
And character
scroll down,
customization.
it's right there.
Character customization.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I played with it a bit, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Nice.
The beta, if you get in the beta, that game is still the game is fun. Customization.
I've actually heard
is
Rob
very
Zombie's
nice.
Monsters is good.
Hold your breath.
I've heard good things about it. I mean, people have been very positive about Rob Zombie's Monsters. And I'm thinking, are none of these guys doing drugs? What happened? Oh, that reminds me. Halloween Night by the Asylum is from 2006, which means the Halloween that it's ripping off is Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Oh,
It's a fun one. It's a Rob Zombie Halloween mockbuster. Oh,
Is this like Rob Zombie made a watchable movie?
complaints about Sherry Moon. I just figured Sherry Moon's going to be in it because Rob likes his wife.
Likes his wife. Keyword.
But yes, so Thick Black Daddy has a job.
Yeah.
He's the responsible one here. He's doing the 9 to 900 and getting that paycheck, that sweet, sweet paycheck with the taxes already taken out of it.
Yeah. I don't have to worry about taxes and stuff. Whoa, why's my camera doing all the jittery? I gotta be a good father, you know. I mean, the name is there for a reason. I like to eat. I'm clearly black, and I forgot to pull out of a Mexican lady once. You two, please don't hurt me.
Well, anyway, that is about all the time we have for y'all today. Under the oh crap! I gotta put your links in the description again. I forgot to do that again.
Who is this man?
Sorry, but Under the Veil, she is also YouTubing, doing the YouTubing stuff, working on her stuff. I cannot complain about things taking a while because, let's face it, I haven't exactly been as quick to getting my stuff out as I could be. A lot.
I bet, yeah. A smidge.
So, oh, there's my neck. There's my neck.
Oh my God, I can hear that.
That's a good microphone right there. I got to thank all my patrons helping. I got it's the Elgato microphone now.
Oh man, that almost scared me. Like, what if you just like, and then that was it. He just.
But thank you all for watching. I have been Decker Shadow.
And I am Thick Black Daddy.
And remember, just because you make them sign a waiver doesn't mean you can ignore basic safety precautions and then just not care when they break their fucking back. I hope you got a thick bank account.
Twitch doesn't care about his people.